Can I show you something in the scriptures real quick? Hold that. Give me Exodus 11 and 7. I want y'all to know something. Everybody in the Bible was dark-skinned until Esau was born. Right. And Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white race today. Right. Adam, dark-skinned man. Even the ancient Arabs, they was dark just like us. They got a little bit lighter over time. You understand? But everybody was dark-skinned at that time. So it ain't far-fetched. We look exactly like everybody else. But you know what made us different? The laws of God is what made us different. Right. You know these? Wearing the fringes. What I told you about earlier, the fringes, wearing a dress, not dressing like them because we looked alike. So what was going to make us different? The application of God's laws. Watch this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Listen up, listen up.
But against any of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, read.
Shall not a dog move his tongue.
God says the other nations should not speak against the children of Israel. God refers to the other nations as dogs in the scriptures. Read.
Against man or beast.
Read on.
That ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians.
God puts a difference between the African nations, because in Egypt is where? In what continent? Africa, right? He puts a difference between who?
The Egyptians and Israel.
And Israel. Now you got to think. Could you give me that one in Deuteronomy? No, Exodus 2 and 18. I'm going to show you something. Because think. Now, let me ask y'all. Moses, right? Wasn't he raised as Pharaoh's son? Was he? Am I right or wrong? You're not sure? You say right. All right, check this out, sis. So we know that Moses was an Israelite though, right? Moses was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Now, Pharaoh, he had a son too. But Pharaoh, was he an Israelite? Was he an Egyptian or an Israelite? Pharaoh. Was Pharaoh an Egyptian or was Pharaoh an Israelite? Egyptian. There you go. Because Pharaoh that's what they call their kings. They call them pharaohs. So Pharaoh was an Egyptian. So check this out. Wouldn't it be obvious that the Israelites and the Africans look exactly alike if he raised Moses as his son? Wouldn't it be obvious, when you watch things like the gods of Egypt, when they got white people playing the characters and stuff like that? Hold on, that don't make any sense. We know that the ancient Egyptians were black people. We get that. So how in the world could his son be a white man? No. That's not in the Bible. They looked alike. They had the same pigmentation, the melanin. But one was God's people and the other was not. Right. You got what I want? Come on.
Exodus chapter 2 and verse 18. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is it that ye are come so soon today? And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock. And he said unto his daughter,
listen up.
And where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him that he may eat bread. And Moses was content to dwell with the man.
There you go. Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian. There you go right there. That's how you know we looked alike. But did God choose Egypt too? Or did he only choose Israel? I can't hear you, my man. They need to hear this. He only chose Israel. Now, we understand that we read about the transatlantic slave trade in the Bible. That God said the Africans would sell us to the white man. We just read that today. So now, my sister, I asked you a question at the beginning. What was your nationality? You said African American. So, I told you I'd give you some time to think about it. Now I want an honest answer. Honesty. I want an honest answer. Because I got love for you and I want to see you do good. That's why. In the class, if you got a teacher who care about you, he's going to challenge you and make sure you ask you the question so you can make sure you're paying attention. So, what is your nationality? I want the truth. Tell me the truth. What's your nationality? You could be honest. Hey, wait, where my man going, man? Why this guy walking away? Go ahead. Come back. Go ahead. What is it, sis? If you what did I teach you? What's your nationality? Go ahead, sis.
I don't know that
No, sis. That's one of the best answers I've heard tonight. You know why? You just said you don't know. Sis, that just gave me hope. No, sis, that's a good thing. Sis, that's a good thing. You know why? Because God told me that you would say that.
Right.
You want to see how I know that? Isaiah 1 and 3. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner.
So the Bible's, we wait till this pass. All right, yeah, my man, come on back. Get some of this. Because you know a little bit, but we're here to take you to that next level.
Right.
Now watch this, because my sister said she didn't know who she was according to the Bible. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Listen up.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Anybody ever seen an ox before? You ever had some oxtails? So what animal is that? What's an ox? What it look like? Like a cow. See, you all right, sis. You all right, a cow. So got it. Read it again. Watch this.
The ox knoweth his owner.
So for example, when his owner come out with that cowbell, right? That cow, he recognized who? His owner. Now I watch this. I'm going somewhere with this. Come on.
And the ass his master's crib.
What's another name for an ass?
Donkey.
A donkey.
Right.
A donkey. And it says an ass knows what?
His master's crib.
Now a donkey. Let's say the donkey live on the south side. All right, but you drop him off north side by Lawton Childs High School. Guess what that donkey can do? Find his way back home.
Right.
You understand? Because he knows where he live. He knows master's crib. But watch this. Read.
But Israel
But the Israelites,
does not know.
they what?
Does not know.
That's you, my sister. That's how I know you're an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
It says the Israelites, they don't know where they come from, and they don't know who their owner is.
Right.
Remember my beautiful sister said, she said, I wanted to do what felt good for me. It's like, did you check with your God first?
Bring it out.
She's like, because she doesn't know who her God is.
Right.
And you didn't know where your homeland was. Give me Galatians 4 and 26.
Bring it out.
And then I want Joel 2:27.
Yeah.
So we're going to show where you're from, and we're going to show who your God is, according to the scriptures. Watch this.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Yeah.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free,
Read.
which is the mother of us all.
Which is what?
The mother of us all.
Jerusalem is our motherland. You understand? Not Africa. Jerusalem. Israel. That's where we come from.
Right.
Now, who is our owner? Who do we belong to? You got it, Joel?
Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Come on.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
Watch this.
and that I am the Lord your God, and none else,
And what?
and none else.
God said he's our God and nobody else's.
That's right.
So is he the God of the Egyptians?
Bring it out.
Huh? Is he the God? Is he the God of the Asians? Is he the God of the Arabs? No, he's only our God.
That's right.
So once again, I always do this. What does that mean though? Because we can say all day, I'm Israel, I'm chosen, you not. But where does our power come from? Give me Jude 5 and 20. Where do we get our power from? God, yes. And what did he give us? He gave us something that he didn't give anybody else.
Bring it out.
He gave us something real special.
Melanin.
Remember the Hamites, they got melanin.
Wow.
What did he give us that was different from everybody else? I know that messed with you a little bit because you be seeing on YouTube, oh, the melanin, my brother. You gotta tap in. No, it's not that. That's garbage. Well, we're teaching this right here. This is the most valuable wisdom you ever gonna hear.
That's right.
So once you get this, you're gonna be set free. I'm telling you. What did God give us that he didn't give anybody else? You not sure? Anybody want to take a guess before we get it? Yes, you. Yes, she thought that was going to work. She said, I'm going to look over here so he doesn't call on me.
Right.
Sis, it's on you. It's your turn. It's your time. Guess.
Yep.
What did God give us that he didn't give anybody else? You not sure? You seem like you want to get on it. You're not? All right, here we go. Psalms 149.
Bring it out.
447 and 19. This is what he gave to us that he gave nobody else. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So when it comes to this Bible contains laws, statutes, and commandments. And he did what?
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Unto who?
Unto Jacob.
Jacob's name was changed to what? Huh? Israel.
Right.
Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Read it again.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Come on.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He just clarified it right there. Read.
He has not.
He has what?
He has not.
He has what?
He has not
Read.
dealt so with any nation.
He didn't give his laws to anybody else except who? Israel.
That's right.
So, I asked again, where does our power come from? The laws of God.
That's right.
There it is. There it is. If you want to know how to get out of this situation, what you got to do? You got to keep the laws of God.
Right.
Judith 5:20. Watch this.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people.
Error in this people. This people is talking about us.
Right.
Meaning, if there be any sin in this people, read.
And they sin against their God.
Against whose God?
Their God.
He understood that the Most High God of Israel was not their God. It's the other nations. This is during the Persian Mede captivity right here. All right, he says, if they sin against their God, read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That would be our ruin. So showing you what? When we sin against God, we have no power.
Right.
That's why we're on the bottom right now.
Right.
Read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And that's how the nations were able to put us on those cargo slave ships. Because they had the power. Because why? We sinned against our God. So they could overcome us. Yes.
How? What did you guys do?
What did we do?
Yeah.
We sinned against God.
But what sin?
Oh, you want to go over some sins? All right, let's finish this, then we'll do that. Watch this. Listen to this, my sisters. I'm going to touch on this. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, sis. 2 minutes. This is important. 2 minutes. Hey, I'm telling you, right now is a Sabbath day. So what you're probably going to do is not good anyway. You're probably going to go break God's Sabbath, which is going to be very bad. Watch this. Give me Exodus 20:8. Watch this, my sister.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
What day is the Sabbath day? Huh? You say Sunday. See that? You say, ain't it Saturday? What you say?
It's ain't it Friday 6, Saturday 6?
Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Now read it again from the top. That's why I told you to stay for 2 more minutes, my sister. Listen up, watch this.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember.
Because God, listen up, because God knew that you would forget. That's why you said Sunday. Because your slave master changed it from Saturday to Sunday. And guess what, sis? If you don't have that understanding to keep God's commandments, guess what's going to happen in the end? You're going to be destroyed. Now that's something the Christian church will never teach you. We actually love our people. So yes, I will tell you, if you don't turn from your ways, yes, death is around the corner. And that's why I say, hey, no, you don't want to go away just yet. You learn who you are, but now you got to learn the laws of God so you don't get put to death. I'm telling you, watch this. We coming right back. Luke 13:3. Because a lot of people don't understand. Christ, check this out. Christ ain't no blonde hair, blue-eyed, kumbaya, I love you type dude. No, Christ will kill you. Quick. He will kill you if you don't do what he say. Watch this.
Luke chapter 13 and verse 3. I tell you, nay, but except ye repent.
And that repentance is changing from our wicked ways and starting to keep the laws of God. Except you do that. If you don't want to do that, read.
Ye shall all likewise perish.
You will perish, meaning you will die. Because he is going to make sure that happens. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. This is the severity of it. Like I told you, my brother. Yeah, you know the knowledge you got. I know the same stuff, right? But I understand the other part of it. Meaning, you can have all that history, all that back knowledge, but if you don't know to keep God's commandments, guess what? You're gonna die with that knowledge.
That's right.
So what's more important, God's commandments or knowing everything? God's commandments.
That's right.
Keep it simple. Do what he requires of you.
Right.
Now check this out. We're going to read this, and I got a question for y'all too. Then you can go. Then you can go after this. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39.
Come on.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
There's no other God. He's the one true God, creator of heaven and earth. Come on.
I kill.
He does what?
I kill.
God, he'll kill you. A lot of people, oh, that was such a wicked thing he did. Okay, God made him pull the trigger. So don't get it twisted. What you learn is not correct. Right. Our God doesn't play games. If he gives you mercy and gives you an opportunity to do the right thing and you brush it to the side, oh, he's not playing with you no more. Read on.
And I make alive.
And he makes alive. He kills and he makes alive. Now, here's my question. Read on. Finish that out.
I wound and I heal.
So sometime he'll put you in a hospital where you're on a feeding tube and you can't move anymore. And you got to live the rest of your life like that. He does all of that. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So the reason why we read that scripture, sis, because you got to understand the knowledge that you just heard tonight. You are not to take it lightly, because God is telling you when it's your time, there's nothing you can do about it. So while you still have breath in your body, these are the things that you need to be applying, not just hearing. You need to apply it. So here's my question for you. Did God say y'all could wear that?
Bring it out.
You say no. What do you say, sis? Because remember, he's our owner. We belong to him.
That's right.
Did God say, do you get permission from God to wear what you're wearing? And I'm asking it like that for a reason. You say no. So you know better, but you did it anyway. What about you, sis?
I didn't ask.
You didn't ask permission. What about you? You didn't ask permission. All right, bet. So do you think you should have asked permission from your owner? Or you should have. What about you, sis? To wear what you're wearing right now, did you ask your owner? You're not going to ask your creator. Okay. Now, you said you should have, so I'm going to deal with that. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Actually, do me a favor. Give me Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4. Watch this, because she said and she's not going to do it. I think I got a scripture for that. I think this is it. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name.
So God, he put his name on us.
Right.
He put his name on us. So that's not to be taken lightly. Right. All right, read.
I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
Though you still don't acknowledge God as your owner, he still said that you his people. Right. All right, read.
Verse 5, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me.
Come on.
Meaning what? When you do that action, my sister, you're saying that you're your own God. God's telling you, sis, no, you're not. Right. When you say you're going to do what you want to do and you don't answer to the one who created you, you're saying that you're your own person, your own God. Yeah. No, we shouldn't be like that, sis. Read.
I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
Even though he let you live. He letting you breathe right now, even though you still deny him.
Right.
Breathe.
That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me.
Now, sis, hey, she made her decision. Right. Now she got to answer to the Most High God for that.
That's right.
That's not, I'm telling you, you don't want that for you. We're trying to let you know today. Read on.
I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
God's going to do all those things. He's capable of doing all of those things. So why would you want to tempt God?
Right.
You don't want to tempt God. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. So Deuteronomy 22:5, because my sister said, I should have asked. And you said you already knew. So I'm going to deal because of you. You didn't know any better. So that's a good thing. So let's see what you're going to do when you learn better. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Watch this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what article of clothing do women wear that I should not be wearing? Think about it. If I was out here wearing a dress, y'all would be like, yeah, he kind of weird. Right. So when women wear pants and shorts, how you think God look at you? Like you what? Like you shouldn't. Now, the other thing that go with that is give me 1 Timothy 2:9. Here's the other thing that go with it. Because sis, I'm a man. I'm not looking at you like that, but I'm going to tell you how a man think. A man that don't keep the commandments of God. And we being real with you. That's not the type of, for example, she made her choice, but y'all still standing here, so I'm thinking y'all want to do the right thing.
Right.
So if you want to do the right thing, we trying to educate y'all according to God's laws. You ain't going to find the right thing dressing like that.
Yeah.
You're going to find a dude that's going to get up in it and leave you with a child, and you ain't going to hear from him no more, or he going to put something in you that's going to put you on fire, and you're going to die slow.
Right.
One or the other. That's the type of man. I'm telling you, because that's what I'll show you that God is telling you the same thing. It's one or the other. Or if he get with you and you don't do what you want to say, he could kill you that night too. It could be whatever God wants it to happen because you ain't doing what he told you to do. I'm just letting you know. Right. Now check it. What did we just read in the scriptures? That we shouldn't. Right. So she need to be obedient to the only man that matters. And that's the Most High God. Now check it. You heard that. You heard that, sis. You heard what God just said. What are you gonna do? Because you heard it. So you throw that away and you wear dresses and skirts that come past your knees and not tight fitting, showing trying to bring sexual attention. I'm gonna tell you straight. I've heard what you said. Oh, what is she not wearing? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. It makes no sense for you to come out the house naked. The only people who do that are harlots. I'm not calling y'all harlots, but that's the type of attention you bring to yourself. It's the attire, meaning like that's what they wear. Harlots dress like that. Righteous women of God? No. Think about it. If you was wearing a long dress, the men were, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, how you doing? But when y'all dress like that, hey, come here, mom. That's how they gonna talk to you. That's the truth. I'm not trying to shame y'all, and I ain't trying to do none of that. All men are not the same, but I'm telling you, just because the man want to worship the woman, he's called a simp. He ain't holy either. Just because he'll drink your bath water don't mean he's a man of God. A man of God is going to do what I'm doing. Sis, you need to put on a dress. That's what a man of God would do. Anybody else that's okay with that, they not no man of God. Because a man of God is going to keep the commandments of God. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. And you know better. This is your first time. So it's a little bit lighter with you. But you know better. God going to deal with you for that. And she knows why she dressed like that. She knows. That's why I was talking to her about her wig thing up here. Sis, stop doing that. You should have a head covering on while the scriptures come out. You should give me Sirach 26 and 14. The black woman does not fit the guidelines on how a woman should be. God said this is how the black and Hispanic woman should be right here. Watch this.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
A silent and loving woman is a gift for the Lord. Hey, Mark, aren't the majority of our sisters loud and fast? They be out here loud, they'll cuss you out, they'll swing on you. That's how our sisters is. God said a woman ain't supposed to be like that.
That's right.
That ain't no godly woman. That's a harlot.
Just like
that.
right.
It don't matter. Our black women are following after that.
Right.
Hey, that's enough. Hey, we could do it all night. So sis, what are you going to do?
Bring it out.
You got to do it speedily. Tomorrow's not promised. Once again, tonight is the God's Sabbath. No buying, no selling, no cooking, no going to the club.
Right.
You need to be fellowshipping with righteous brothers and sisters.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.